So, I am Pat. This is my good friend Buddydogg. And we found each other in California, in Up Shasta. And it was 2004. It was at the Rainbow Gathering, if you don't know what that is. It's a collection of people in a far out place away from away from society, away from the rule of the concrete and streetlights and sirens, and it's a lot of people collecting in the wilderness to, I guess, become closer with each other and closer with nature and what have you. In any event, I was preparing to leave that place, waiting for a ride to the highway to make my way up the coast, and this big brown dog comes out of the thick with a stick in his mouth, and I look over and I see him, and he sort of looks over me and like the 8 other people that were like sitting around this fire at 11 in the morning eating breakfast, and he paused, and then he came directly to me, stopped, dropped the stick by my foot, sat down, and basically said, "Okay, man, let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Pick it up. Let's go." And I, assuming that he belonged to another individual that I met out there, got up and began playing with him, even though I had actually been getting over a really bad lung infection, and felt pretty worn out from that. But I got up and I played with him for about an hour, sat down, and then I asked, is this that dog that so-and-so had told me about earlier? And I was informed that no, he didn't belong to anyone. He'd just been coming around for about a week off and on, hang out for a day or two, and then people would look and he'd be gone. And that was just sort of what he did. So, having it been the end of the festivities there and people were all clearing out, I asked, well, so, what's going to happen to him? People have no plans on what you're going to do. And they said, well, I don't know, I guess we'll, keep an eye on him until we go and try to see if anybody wants him. If not, I guess we'll take him. But, they didn't seem really into it, like they weren't really, and I don't know, and I already felt like connected to him, just, I don't know why exactly. I mean, I've met a lot of dogs, but there was just something, I don't know, something about him that I thought was really cool. And I was like, well, hey, I'll be happy to take him with me. And they're like, are you sure? I mean, can you do that? Can you take care of a dog? I'm like, oh yeah, definitely. It'll be cool as hell. Me, being on the road and was hitchhiking. There's a little concern from them in that, but I knew plenty of people that had road dogs, and I knew I was capable of taking better care of him than myself, probably. And in fact, in many ways, I did. So, when it was established that, they said that I'd be able to take him, I said right at that point, I'm going to call him Buddy. And he responded to that pretty well. And then when finally the van drove up and it was time to go, I asked him, I said, "Hey Buddy, wanna go for a ride? His ears perked up for about half a second, and he hopped right up in that van like it was nothing. He was ready to go. He had made that commitment to me, to be my road dog. So I would say in a lot of ways he picked me. Out of the 9 people sitting around that fire at 11 a.m. in the mountains that day, he looked us over and he chose me out of all the ones there. And when the ride came and I asked him if he wanted to go for a ride, he very freely and willingly hopped up in there. And we finally made our way to Portland, Oregon, and we were in the city life then, just trying to help him adjust to that, because I had no idea if that was something he was experienced with or not, and he just has shown me countless times, again and again, his ability to cope and to adapt to new situations, and with a grace and I don't know, just a sense of understanding that I have not found in most dogs. Intelligence is amazing, his temperament is amazing, and I don't know, he's just a very, very special friend. Aren't you? Yeah, he agrees. Alright.